Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We apologize, we had some technical difficulties on our end, but I did go over the starting lineups, but since you guys couldn't hear me there, I'll go over them again. West Milford in white, 16-1 on the season, 6-0 in the Northeastern Field Hockey League. Their starters are going to be number 2, Gianna White, number 5, Sarah Foley, captain, Ava Scrimenti, number 10, number 12, Cara Bruce, number 13, Julia Pleva, number 16, Addison Tiberzi, number 17, Samantha Ryba, Ava Brock, number 18 and captain, number 21, Addison Seidner, captain as well, number 22, Taylor Keegan, and in goal is going to be number 7 or 77. I'll have to see what she's wearing. She's wearing 77 tonight, and that's going to be Emmeline Knightsworth. For Pompton Lakes in red, taking the field right now, number 1, Riley Simino, number 2, captain, Lacey Fasuletos, number 6, Riley Callahan, number 7, Cameron Aiello, captain, number 9, Gabby Solis, number 18, Juliana Rousseau, number 20, Gabriella Licio, number 27, Samara Bash, number 32, Emily Robertson, number 39, Peyton Rudge, and in goal is going to be number 88, Brianna Bree Lilienthal. And as we get ready to start here, it's going to be Pompton Lakes pushing it upfield into the West Milford defense. That is... Go. That looks like it'll stay Pompton Lakes ball for the penalty corner here. Looks like Riley Siminow is going to take it in. She goes to Bash. Fasuletos pushed it in there, but Kreutzer is able to make the stop there. Taylor Keegan over now up to Cara Bruce. West Milford pushing it down the field. Pompton Lakes takes it back, and now West Milford immediately takes it right back. Pushing it up the left side here. That's going to be a penalty there, and Pompton Lakes ball. Scoop high fielded by Seidner there, except it's going to remain Pompton Lakes possession. And it's immediately taken back, unless I just misread that there. But Seidner with it, pushing it up the left side. Passes up to Tyberski. And now over on the right side, that's Scrimenti into Tyberski, and then back in. Pompton Lakes gets it from defense, pushes it back out on the right. Looks like penalty on Fasuletos there. And now Scrimenti with it through a couple defenders there. Tries to get it into Taylor Keegan, but is unable to. Pompton Lakes keeps it. And it's going to be Gabby Solis. No, Gabby Solis is not taking it. It's going to be Samantha Bash. So West Milford immediately takes control. pretty even split so far here in the game, and these teams have played each other. Pompton Lakes came out on top 1-0 earlier in the back on September 23rd. They scored in the first quarter, and despite having a lot less shots than West Milford in that match. West Milford had 21 shots on goal where Pompton Lakes only had 9, so it looks like Pompton Lakes likes to take strategic shots on goal, whereas West Milford, talking with the coach before the game, they graduated a large senior class and struggled to fill the vacancies in the first week in September. But after a couple of team building exercises, Coach Krista Provost had the teams go on a date night actually for by position, and so and then following that weekend they came back like a whole new team. But then over the next 2 weeks, you also continued to have drills that focused on building up individual confidence as well as team chemistry. And once October hit, this team, despite starting 2-0 and their frustrations in week 1, from then on seemed to have cruised through their season. Seidner to hit it in. She scoops it. West Milford on the attack here. Pompton Lakes with strong defense there. West Milford liking to get in the face of Pompton Lakes early and often here, but Pompton Lakes takes it right back, but then penalty gives it right back to West Milford. And that just goes by the left post there. Couldn't quite tell who made that shot on goal. But Lilienthal looked to have been there for the save no matter what. I think that was Emily Robertson taking that in on the far sideline. Looked like Nato, but I wasn't 100% sure there. I haven't seen any subs, but she would be a sub. As the Pompton Lakes pushing it up their right side. It's going to come back now. Fasuletos to start play here once again. Strong defense from West Milford. And that's Cara Bruce bringing it up. Passing up to Addison Taberski. Taylor Keegan in the middle now, passing back to Seidner. Over on the left side there, it's Sarah Foley with it right now. And that's going to be Pompton Lakes ball, and they're pushing it up quick. Out of bounds, West Milford ball. Bash with nice defense there, able to put Pompton Lakes on the offensive, but it's just unable to reach her teammate there on the pass. That was Brock, the captain, pushing it up there. She's able to get, she's also gonna put it in play for West Milford. Gianna White with a stellar defense there. Getting Pompton Lakes, or excuse me, West Milford back on the offensive. Another penalty in West Milford ball. Or, excuse me, I lost track of that there. On the far sideline now, Pompton Lakes pushing it up. And that's going to remain Pompton Lakes ball. We've seen some stellar defense here from both sides, as if that ball gets anywhere near the goal, both teams have been crashing both offensive players and defensive players. Taberski bringing it up, passes into the middle to Keegan, who brings it up. Pompton Lakes able to get the steal there, but feeds it back to West Milford as there was no one up there for the pass. That's Seidner winning that there. That's going to be a corner for West Milford there. Penalty corner there for West Milford. They'll get a great scoring opportunity here. Keegan to pass it in. That's Strumenti with it over to Seidner. That's now Pompton Lakes gets the turnover there. Strumenti unable to get the pass intended for her teammate there. She gets it back and gets it to her teammate now this time. That teammate being Addison Seidner. Taberzi unable to get offense going there for West Milford. Strong hit up the left sideline. And that's going to be West Milford ball. Ava Brock to inbound. She scoops it up all the way to Seidner. Scrimenti. Scrimenti and Fasuletos there in the scrum. And it comes up with Pompton Lakes ball. Good defense there from Ava Brock, but able to not able to control it. Fasuletos bringing it in, but it looks like she had it at the wrong spot, so it's gonna be Samara Bash starting play here once again. Pompton Lakes unable to get anything going there. That's a stout West Milford defense. Stops them. Strong hit there from Bash. And West Milford tried to take control, but wasn't able to get it into, or no, sorry, went out of bounds, but was able to get it. That's going to be a trip on Seidner there. So West Milford able to get the ball right back and go strong in the offensive. Pompton Lakes unable to really get some of these passes through these West Milford players. Skrmenti tries to get it to Taberski and is able to off the Pompton Lakes. That's going to be to the right of the goal there. A nice shot from Taylor Keegan there. Bash really liking to use her strength to get the ball up the field fast. We are now in the final minute of the first quarter here, still 0-0. Gianna White gets it to Seidner. Keegan there with a big swing and a whiff. She had an open shot there. Would have been just her versus the goalie. Her versus Lilienthal there. In front of the Pompton Lakes bench. Pompton Lakes is going to retain control here. Skrmenti and had an offensive chance there, but time runs out on the first quarter. We are still 0-0 after one. International Tool and Manufacturing of Fairfield is a proud supporter of West Milford and Passaic County field hockey. International Tool and Manufacturing provides turning, milling, grinding, CNC, and EDM services. We have been meeting the needs of many industries for over 25 years. Learn more or get in touch by calling 970-227-6767 or visit our website at international-inc.com. And teams will discuss this over. Pompton Lakes, last year they graduated a large and successful class. They graduated 7 out of their 20 players. One who now plays at Rutgers, who is Krista Lilienthal, who had 388 career points, 158 goals, and 72 assists in her 4 years on the team at Pompton Lakes. 36 more points than anyone else on the team last year with 79 points. Pompton Lakes head coach Tina Brindisi, in her 4th season now, and she went on to say that she's been proud of her very young team here after, like I said, they graduated 7 out of their 20 players last year. But this year they have a makeup of only 3 seniors, 2 of them being starters in the game today, or looks like all season, and 11 players in their sophomore or freshman year, with 5 in their sophomore, 6 in their freshman year. Though they have had a big step up from Samara Bash, who has the most points on the team with 36 by totaling 14 goals and 8 assists, followed by senior Gabby Solis with 28 points, having 11 goals and 6 assists. But honestly, the most standout player on the team for Pompton Lakes this season has been freshman goalie Bree Lilienthal, through 17 games having a total of 87 saves and leading Pompton Lakes to their 15-2 record. Ooh, strong play there from Pompton Lakes. Well, that's going to stay as West Milford's ball as a late whistle there. Samara Bash on the offensive. Not able to retain control. I believe that was Samantha Ryba there on defense who brought it pretty much all the way up the field. That's going to be out just in front of the West Milford bench. Seidner getting play started here again. A couple players are getting in a bit of a scrum, and West Milford comes out with the ball. And to start play here, I believe it's Scrimenti. Not 100% sure, but Pompton Lakes is able to get the inbound there. West Milford pushing it up the far sideline. Aggressive early here in the second quarter. That was Gianna White, a sophomore, pushing it up there. Scrimenti with it. Tries to get it, or gets it into Seidner, who tries to get it upfield but is unable to. Pompton Lakes defense stands strong. Cameron Aiello not able to retain control. That was the captain, senior Ava Brock, who takes it away but is unable to retain control. Now Bash to resume play. Scoops it into Fasuletos. Strong hit with Gianna White stopping. And that's going to be a trip there, and West Milford is going to retain possession. Pompton Lakes pushing it up the far sideline, unable to keep it in play. West Milford's now on the attack. That's Seidner battling out, unable to keep possession away from Pompton Lakes. Pompton Lakes with a good offensive stretch here, and that's going to go wide left. Looks like that was Fasuletos on the attack there. Scrimenti not able to corral the pass from Ava Brock. That's Bash to resume play here. She scoops it. That's gonna that's going to be a penalty corner for Pompton Lakes. There's, I believe, second one of the night. Another great scoring opportunity for them here. Bash gets it in to her teammates, unable to, kicked away by Reitzer. Or, excuse me, Kreitzer. Pompton Lakes retains possession here. West Milford's defense stands strong there, but is unable to stop another Pompton Lakes penalty corner. Strong hit in by the goal. West Milford able to take possession here, but they immediately give it back as it's out of play. Bash to resume play. Takes it herself. Bash, the leading scorer for the team this season. Hops over the stick of Ava Brock, but Kreitzer is there to boot it away. Bash with a strong hit in there, but it looks like that hit Addison Seidner in the arm. Painful hit there, but she will stay in. This is still going to be white ball where it was originally started. It was just a little bit too soon. Ava Brock really chomping at the bit here to get West Milford ahead. She scoops it up. Pompton Lakes with the first touch. That is Gabby Solis with the first touch, but she is unable to keep control of it as Addison Seidner with a strong effort here. That's going to be a penalty corner for West Milford. Taylor Keegan to start play for West Milford on the penalty corner. 7:15 left in the second quarter. That's Seidner. Good stop from Pompton Lakes there, and they are now back on the offensive. That's Fasuletos. Tries to get it up to Riley Callahan. Pompton Lakes still on the offensive after losing possession there briefly. That's going to go past the right side of the goal. West Milford takes possession. That's a strong hit. That's going to stay in play. Great hustle there from Seidner. Ryba trying to take possession for West Milford and is able to after the but Pompton Lakes immediately takes back over. Bash to resume play. Scoops it into Aiello and Simino, excuse me, but a strong West Milford defense gets them back on the offensive. Julia Pleva on the attack here, unable to retain possession as both these teams have had a strong defense against quick breaks. Looks like that went out of play. Pompton Lakes on the offensive once again. Some back and forth here from the West Milford defense and Pompton Lakes offense. Pompton Lakes, though, gets a foul and is able to retain possession. That's going to be a penalty corner for Pompton Lakes. Another, as you all know, a great scoring opportunity for any team is in a penalty corner. Solis taking it in all alone. That's a stop by Ava Brock. It gets by Kreitzer, but Ava Brock there to back up her goalie and keep this at a 0-0 game. West Milford looking to get back on the offense here. After a penalty, they do. Pompton Lakes, though, another penalty on West Milford. Another one. Pompton Lakes pushing it up the field. They've got some momentum here after almost scoring there. That's going to be another penalty corner for Pompton Lakes. Bash, strong hit, but that West Milford defense stops it, but Bash gets it right back. That's another penalty corner. That's Fasuletos to resume play here. Just under 2 minutes left here in the second quarter. Bash, the go-to for Pompton Lakes for penalty corners. That's a strong defense from Gianna White. Unfortunately, she tries to push it upfield, but draws a penalty. And now Pompton Lakes takes possession back. Pompton Lakes unable to retain control there. Kick ball by Pompton Lakes. We are now under a minute in the second quarter and the first half here. Taberski pushing it up, draws a penalty, resumes play. Keegan tries to get it up to Pleva. Just overshoots her, but Pompton Lakes and Pleva battling there, unable to get the possession back in their favor. Great move there, but loses control of the ball. West Milford back on the offense. 23 seconds left in this quarter. Pompton Lakes, once again, their stellar defense. That's Aiello battling Brock. Brock is able to take it from Aiello with 6 seconds left. Bash gonna try to get it in quick, but that sounds the buzzer. And at the end of the first half. We are still 0-0 West Milford versus Pompton Lakes here at Lakeland High School at a neutral site here. And the biggest thing that I've seen from both of these teams has been their stellar defense. Both teams have been aggressive on offense and have been unable to really get anything going. The closest we've seen was actually on a penalty corner. Ava Brock was able to save her goalie, Emmeline Kreitzer, and keep Pompton Lakes from scoring there. But for halftime, International Tool and Manufacturing of Fairfield is a proud supporter of West Milford and Passaic County field hockey. International Tool and Manufacturing provides tuning, turning, milling, grinding, CNC, and EDM services. We have been meeting the needs of many industries over 25 years. Learn more or get in touch by calling 973-227-6767 or visit our website at international-inc.com. And now, as we are at halftime, we're going to take a break here on the Garden State Athletic Network. Welcome back to Lakeland High School, where we have the West Milford Highlanders versus Pompton Lakes Cardinals. It's going to be West Milford starting with the ball, but giving it over to Pompton Lakes. Quick look at the Passaic County tournament. Pompton Lakes had a bye in the first round, while West Milford won against Passaic County Technical Institute. Lakeland and Wayne played. Lakeland was able to win, but lost to West Milford just last week, whereas Pompton Lakes played Wayne Hills in the last round and were able to come away with a win there, and that's how we've ended up in the Pompton Lakes versus West Milford game right now. If you're just joining us, West Milford in white taking possession here. Pompton Lakes in their maroon. Sarah Commune in for West Milford here. Couldn't tell if she saw action in the first half. But Pompton Lakes retains control here after a foul by Ava Scrimenti. Scoop at midfield. Fasuletos passes it over, and that's great defense by Samantha Ryba of the Highlanders. Highlanders put Ryba pushing it all the way up, where she meets a stellar Pompton Lakes defense. That was Peyton Rouge on the defense there. We have a Pompton Lakes player down now after it looks like she might have taken a high stick there. And now, as we have this injury time out, want a great way to promote your business and support your local teams? Then become a sponsor on the Garden State Athletic Network. We have network and game sponsorship opportunities available for the fall 2025 season. Let us help you promote your business or organization throughout New Jersey, all at an affordable cost. To learn more, scan the QR code on your screen or get in touch by emailing sponsorships@gardenstateathleticnetwork.com or calling 970-738-3881. Let Garden State Athletic Network make your business the star of the show. And the player that was down for Pompton Lakes, Riley Callahan, is able to get up and walk off on her own power. Callahan, a junior, but she's still looking to do anything she can for this team for a win for the Cardinals. Gianna White to resume play for the Highlanders. Or excuse me, not Gianna White. Addison Seidner. Strong offensive play by Scrimenti there, but unable to keep it in the Highlanders' possession. That's Ava Brock on the far sideline. And that's going to be out on Pompton Lakes. Brock gets it in. Got it into Scrimenti, who passes it back to Seidner, who maneuvers her way through a couple defenders and is able to pick up a penalty and continue the Highlander offensive. That's going to be in. And a great scoring opportunity there for the Highlanders, but unable to take control after Lilienthal boots it away and is on the ground for a little bit. Now Pompton Lakes on the offensive, and that is immediately brought to a halt by Ryba. But she tries to get it up to the offense, but Pompton Lakes stops Ryba. Gets it to midfield to Seidner. Seidner over to the other sideline to Scrimenti. And Scrimenti now pushing it forward. Scrimenti, one of the senior captains for the Highlanders here. That's going to be out of play on the Cardinals. The Highlanders, Scrimenti to resume play. Highlanders retain possession there. That's Seidner. Unable to, with some good stick moves there, but unable to retain possession as the Cardinals boot it downfield. And out of play, Highlanders once again take back possession, or excuse me, no, it looks like the Cardinals retain possession here. And as we resume play, the Highlanders trying to get back on the offensive, stopped quickly by Pompton Lakes in the Highlander territory. But after a penalty, Pompton Lakes gets the ball right back, gets possession right back. The Highlanders taking possession deep in their own territory. That was, I believe, White to start play. Pompton Lakes with a quick steal and able to retain possession. Seidner maneuvering, looks like she got caught up. Seemed like both Seidner and Fasuletos excuse me, got caught up there, but Pompton Lakes retains possession, but is unable to keep it for long. The Highlanders spending a lot of time in their own territory. Sarah Commune. Pompton Lakes back on the offensive. That was Holster there, excuse me. Unable to retain possession now. Taylor Keegan on the offensive with a nice pass to Seidner, who has those incredible stick moves. Highlanders, Keegan tries to get it into her teammate, but is unable to. Pompton Lakes back on the offensive now. That was Bash. Now, Fasuletos trying to get it into her teammate, but unable to. After Gianna White, ooh, big collision there by White. And Gabby Solis from Pompton Lakes. Pompton Lakes able to take possession right back though. Seidner using her stick skills. Gets it downfield. And Pompton Lakes, a little too much power behind that swing for Seidner there. So Pompton Lakes takes back control. Now midfield. Highlanders back on the offensive. It's Gianna White. Not able to get a solid contact there. And Pompton Lakes takes back over. Except a mishandle. And that's Samantha Ryba pushing it up. We saw this earlier. Except Pompton Lakes takes back possession after a penalty. Ryba immediately tries to get it back. And that's going to be after it's poked out by Pompton Lakes, by the Cardinals there. Highlanders, Ryba tries to get it into Commune, but unable to. Fasuletos on the offensive here, and she will not resume play. That's gonna be number 19, Emma Swanson. Or excuse me, no. That's Peyton Rouge. Starting Seidner. Gets it up. Nice pass. Pleva able to draw a penalty corner. And the Highlanders, their fans are getting loud as that's going to be Scrimenti resuming play for the Highlanders here. Let's see the go-to for the Highlanders. That's going to be Seidner. Strong hit in, but stout defense from the Pompton Lakes Cardinals. Oh, just by the left pole. Seidner unable to sneak it in there past Lilienthal. The Cardinals pushing it back upfield. They use their strength to push it back upfield with big hits. Fasoletos unable to retain possession. That was Ryba who gets blocked trying to resume play, but Ryba does it again here. Gets it to Commune. Commune resumes play, tries to get it to Seidner. And after a mishandle by Solis, gets it to Seidner, but she is not able to retain possession as she now gets it back for the Highlanders. Scrimenti on the far side, not able to get solid contact there. Scrimenti and Seidner battling a Cardinal. The Cardinals are back on the offensive. Back to the Highlanders. I believe that was Taberzi on the other sideline there, trying to get it into her teammate, but unable to for the Highlanders. Ryba to Seidner, but Seidner now gets it to Scrimenti, who gets it into Pleva, who has a big swing and is unable to make contact. Cardinals on the possession. Ian DiMarino unable to handle it there, but the Cardinals are lucky to get it back. And after a kicked ball, the Cardinals retain possession. The Highlanders now take possession after a penalty. Seidner going up the sideline. Gets it up to Pleva. And the strong Cardinal defense able to halt the Highlander offensive as Gianna White starts play. Gets it. That was Ryba unable to get it in. A senior. For West Milford, they're currently on track to beat the all-time West Milford field hockey win record, both with their varsity and JV team. And despite how young this West Milford team is right now, they have a lot of youth still coming up, as their freshman team has scored more points this year, or more goals this year, than any of the last 5 years. Coach Provost able to get these Highlanders to rally together after a rough beginning of the season. And rough as in they started 2-0, but they didn't really feel the momentum picking up. Great defensive from the Cardinals there. Scrimenti able to get the clear from the Cardinals. Pompton Lake Cardinals retain possession. The Highlanders able to take back possession off resuming play. And they're going to keep possession there after penalty there by the Cardinals. Seidner unable to make solid contact, but still gets it in to her team. That was Allwood. She was trying to get it to there. And the Highlanders retain possession. Strong hit there from the Highlanders, but unable to get it in. Pompton Lakes, the Cardinals able to use that strong defense they've been using all game. Just over a minute now left in this third quarter, still 0-0. That's Gianna White trying to get it in. Pompton Lakes able to stop it, but unable to get something going as Fossoletos is unable to corral the pass from her team. Ryba starts the action back up and backs up White. The Highlanders retain possession, 40 seconds left. Seidner using those 6 skills, not able to get by the Cardinals this time. That was Cameron Aiello on the defense there. Cardinals looking to get something going here with 20 seconds left. Seidner able to steal the ball away, gets it to Pleva. The Highlanders on the offensive, 10 seconds here left in the third. Commune. And knowing how much time was left on the clock in the third quarter, the Cardinals are able to put a halt to the Highlanders' attack there at the end. It's still 0-0. Want a great way to promote your business and support your local teams? Then become a sponsor on the Garden State Athletic Network. We have network and game sponsorship opportunities available for the fall 2025 season. Let us help you promote your business or organization throughout New Jersey, all at an affordable cost. To learn more, scan the QR code on your screen or get in touch by emailing sponsorships@gardenstateathleticnetwork.com or calling 970-738-3881. Let Garden State Athletic Network make your business the star of the show. International Tool and Manufacturing of Fairfield is a proud supporter of West Milford and Passaic County field hockey. International Tool and Manufacturing provides turning, milling, grinding, CNC, and EDM services. We have been meeting the needs of many industries over 25 years. Learn more or get in touch by calling 973-227-6767 or visit our website at international-inc.com. And in between the third and fourth quarter here, just after the third, it has been a heavily defensive game. We've really only seen a couple close calls, one from each team. The Cardinals in the second able to get a shot past Emmeline Kreutzer, but Ava Brock was able to back her up, that the senior captain, knowing what was at stake on the penalty corner there. But West Milford on the offensive was able to get it inside towards the goalie, towards Lilienthal, who booted it away and left an open goal after falling down. But the Cardinal defense was able to rally together, swarm together, and swim the ball and back Lilienthal up. So both goalies kind of making a bit of a mistake in goal here, but both getting backed up by their defenses, which has been the story of today, as we've seen a lot of back and forth. As the Cardinals on the offensive now. That was Solis intercepting the Highlander pass. But now Seidner is unable to retain control. That was Bash. Bash likes to use her strength and boot the ball upfield. Great defensive stand by the Highlanders. Pleva on the attack. And that is stopped by Callahan of the Cardinals. Ian DeMarino able to draw a penalty there and allows Pompton Lakes to regroup a minute into the fourth quarter. Looks like that's going to be a penalty corner, or excuse me, no, that's just a penalty after White hits the ankle of the Cardinal. Bash fighting to get the ball into her teammates. That was a great defensive stand from Megan Allwood, but Bash trying once again to get it into her teammates. And that's going to be a penalty corner for the Cardinals. They've gotten quite a few of those today. We'll see if they're able to capitalize on this one here. That's Fasoletos to resume play. Just under 13 minutes. They like to go to Bash here, who has a strong hit. They don't go to Bash. Bash now with it. And that's a great save there by Kreitzer. Unless that ended up being off a Cardinal stick there, actually. The Highlanders trying to get it out of their territory, but Fasoletos not allowing that to happen. Ian DeMarino not able to retain possession there, but Fasoletos putting the pressure on the Highlanders. And the Highlanders are not able to retain possession as the pass is a little bit too far for Pleva. Gabby Solis gets it into Aiello. Ian DeMarino able to draw a penalty there. That's going to be Solis again resuming play. That is actually a penalty corner for the Cardinals once again. Their second one of this fourth quarter already. Fasuletos once again to resume play for the Cardinals. Gets it into Bash. That's a nice leg block by Kreitzer. And that's out of bounds off the Cardinals. Unable to capitalize off another penalty corner. Or excuse me, I am wrong there as Bash brings it up for the Cardinals. And that's Bash drawing another penalty corner for the Cardinals, this time from the left side of the goal. The Cardinals with a good opportunity there on the last penalty corner, but unable to capitalize off of it. Fasoletos gets it into Bash. Bash with a strong hit, and that's into the back of the goal, past Kreitzer. What a goal from Bash. We've not seen her really do that yet today, is out of the penalty corner. Take a strong hit towards the net. But she puts the Cardinals up 1-0, which was the score the last time these two teams met in late September. And there you see the celebration for the Cardinals in this Passaic County final. As play stops here. Not 100% sure the reason for the stoppage. But the Highlanders retain possession. Seidner gets it back after errant pass.
Assisted by number 2, Lacey Fasolettos. 1-0 Cardinals, 9:25 remains.
Scrimenti gets it into, tries to get it into Pleva, but is unable to, and the Cardinals take possession there after a penalty. Anaya Archie resumes play there for the Cardinals, but the Highlanders are able to get possession back after a penalty. That's another penalty on the Cardinals. Seidner gets it in. And that's a penalty corner for the Highlanders. They're going to look to do exactly what the Cardinals just did. The freshman Lilienthal feeling the pressure here in goal, but she knows she has her teammates to back her up here. It's going to be Scrimenti to resume play. Gets it to Seidner. Takes a shot and is unable to make solid contact. And that's a great save by Lilienthal. Pleva unable to get it by Lilienthal, and it is now, after a penalty, Cardinal possession. Pleva back on the offensive for the Highlanders. Quick stop. And that's out of bounds on the Cardinals after an errant pass by Archie. Highlanders unable to retain possession. And they get it right back, though, after Cardinal tries to do it herself, but draws a penalty. Cardinals take possession right back. Strong hit. Cardinals are going to look to keep possession in the Highlander half for the last about half of this fourth quarter. And the Cardinals take possession back once again after a penalty. In the last time these two met, I said the Cardinals won 1-0, and that was a goal in the first quarter. Here, they're able to score a goal in the fourth to take the lead in this PCCA final. The Highlanders back on the offensive. That's Seidner, who gets it up to Taberzi. And after another penalty, that is, once again, Cardinal possession. But Seidner able to get it back for the Highlanders and immediately gives it up. Bit of a slowdown in action here as the teams both trying to get their offense going, both around midfield. Strong hit by the Cardinals. And that's going to be Ryba taking it on the defense for the Highlanders. She takes it up. We've seen this quite a few times. She likes to take it up the sideline and get involved in the offensive action here. And she gets it over to Taberzi. Taberzi working her 6 skills. Is able to get it in to Pleva, who gets it back out. It's Pleva there. That's going to be penalty corner in favor of the Highlanders. 5.5 minutes left to play. The Highlanders are going to look to get this to overtime here. Both teams have been strong on the offensive, but just as strong on the defensive in this game today. Seidner gets it over to Allwood, who loses control, and the Cardinals take possession back. Seidner, after a battle by Cardinal and a Highlander there, able to get possession back for the Highlanders. Pleva and Allwood and Scrimenti up front, waiting for the Seidner pass. The Cardinals able to take possession back after they poke it out on defense. That's going to go right back to the Highlanders after an errant pass by, I believe, Solis. I'm not 100% sure. I can confirm that in a second here. But Ryber resumes play. That was not Solis. That was actually Callahan for the Cardinals. Taking the block there. Scrimenti gets it up. Tries to get it to Pleva, but is unable to. Scrimenti immediately going back over. And that's going to be Cardinal possession. White trying to get it back for the Highlanders after the scoop, but the Cardinals were unable to. But now Cara Bruce in there trying to get it back. As after another penalty, the Cardinals take possession back. That was Fasuletos, unable to get a pass into her teammate there. Now battling on the sideline with Commune. Ava Brock taking it up the sideline. Is able to go through the legs of the defender and get it up to Pleva. But she's unable to take the pass, and that is out of play. Cardinal possession after Pleva just barely tipped it. Seidner using her stick skills, trying to get in the middle of the defense there. And not able to find a teammate there. Booted away. Scrimenti's pass towards the middle, booted away by Lilienthal. Big boot there, just over 2.5 minutes. It's actually a penalty corner in favor of the Highlanders. Once again, Lilienthal has been a great goalie for the Cardinals here. 87 saves in 17 games this season in her freshman year. And another penalty corner awarded to the Highlanders. Highlanders going to talk things over for a minute, choose a side. They're going to go from their left side. Scrimenti to resume play. Gets it into Seidner, who's able to get it over the stick of Lilienthal and tie this game up with just under 2 minutes in the game. 1-1, what a great shot there by Seidner. Seidner gets it just over the glove, around the glove of Lilienthal, or around the pad. And it's a great chance based on the defense here from both teams today that we see overtime. The Highlanders looking for revenge for that September 23rd loss to the Cardinals. And they're going to get aggressive here. After the penalty, that's Cardinal possession. Seidner rushes over to take possession back and gets it up to her teammate, but she draws a penalty. That teammate being Sydney Brock.
Seed West Milford ties the game at 1. Goal came from number 21, Addie Seidner. We've now reached the final minute of regulation.
1 minute left in regulation.
Goal apiece.
Highlander possession. It's a boot trying to get it to her teammate there, but unable to get it through, get it to Pleva with the Cardinal in the way. Cardinals with 38 seconds left takes a shot off of the resume of play at the goal and goes just wide right. The Highlanders are going to look to get something going. That's a boot out of bounds by Ryba. The Highlanders possibly looking to play for overtime here. That's a whiff by Peyton Rouge. Pleva able to take possession, except she gets called for tripping. Seidner. And that's going to be the end of regulation. We are here 1-1 at Lakeland High School. Seidner scoring the goal for the Highlanders. And Samara Bash scoring the goal for the Cardinals. We are tied at 1. International Tool and Manufacturing of Fairfield is proud supporter of West Milford and Passaic County field hockey. International Tool and Manufacturing provides turning, milling, grinding, CNC, EDM, and EDM services. We have been meeting the needs of many individuals for over 25 years. Learn more or get in touch by calling 973-227-6767 or visit our website at international-inc.com. Want a great way to promote your business and support your local teams? Then become a sponsor on the Garden State Athletic Network. We have network and game sponsorship opportunities available through the fall 2025 season. Let us help you promote your business or organization throughout New Jersey, all at an affordable cost. To learn more, scan the QR code on your screen or get in touch by emailing sponsorships@gardenstateathleticnetwork.com or calling 973-738-3881. Let Garden State Athletic Network make your business the star of the show. And as both teams talk things over at the end of regulation here, we are going to take a quick break here on the Garden State Athletic Network. Welcome back to Lakeland High School. And you are here for the Passaic County, or PCCA finals. And we are in the first overtime period between the West Milford Highlanders and Pompton Lakes Cardinals. And for the Highlanders, head coach Krista Provost was getting her girls hype on the sideline as multiple cheers roared from their bench area, where Pompton Lakes was over there on their bench talking things over more strategically. The goal for the Highlanders this season has been a lot of just trying to have fun, and the win is not the only thing that matters, but having fun. And the team they have become over the season has been the main focal point for them. On the season, the Highlanders have been a little bit better goal scorers with 77 goals compared to the Cardinals, who had 61 leading up to this point. But West Milford still finished 16-1, where Pompton Lakes finished just one win behind them at 15-2. We are now in 7-on-7 overtime, 10-minute periods. The best of both teams out there. Seidner able to draw a penalty. Scrimenti gets it over to Gabby White. And that's going to be a penalty corner. A great chance to score here for the Highlanders. Scrimenti is going to resume play here. It's Pleva, White, and Seidner ready to receive. Seidner, Pleva, and White on the attack. Seidner tries to get it to White, and that's a save by Lilienthal after a rebound from Seidner. Lets Scrimenti in there, and that's now after a penalty, a Highlander penalty on Scrimenti is Cardinal possession. That's Fasuletos on the far sideline, not able to take possession or keep possession there. Away from Samantha Ryba. And it seems like the momentum has all but shifted towards the Highlanders after a late goal. Both these goals came in the fourth quarter. Now Pleva, the far sideline, not able to get it back to White. But that's going to retain or stay Highlander possession. Ryba trying to get it to Seidner, but blocked by the Cardinals defense. And the Cardinals push it upfield, but essentially give it right back, just trying to slow down this Highlander offense. Ava Brock unable to get it to Seidner there. It's a great play by Bash, able to get it back to Cardinal possession, trying to get it over to her teammate, but Bash working against Seidner. Seidner able to take it from Bash and is on a breakaway here. She's got Pleva to her left. And after a penalty, that's going to be stay Highlander ball. Scrimenti resuming play, gets it over to White. White tries to get it into Pleva or Seidner, but that is a great stop by Solis of the Cardinals. Ryba tries to get it into Pleva, unable to though. The Highlanders being very aggressive early on in this first overtime period. The Cardinals playing more defensive here. Seidner able to draw a penalty and retain possession. It's going to be White resuming play here. She's got, passes it back to Scrimenti, who tries to get it into Seidner, and Pleva. Pleva is able to get it past Lilienthal. And what a way for the Highlanders to finish as the team storms the field now. Pleva able to get it just by Lilienthal on Lilienthal's left. And this is a 2-1-0 after overtime. Just 3 minutes and 28 seconds in this game. And the West Milford Highlanders, as we see here, the Scrimenti pass into Seidner, but it gets past Seidner and the Cardinals defenders, and Pleva is able to recover it and get a clean shot in goal. Julia Pleva and Addison Seidner, or better known as Addie Seidner, able to score both of the Highlander goals. The lone goal for Pompton Lakes Cardinals was scored by Samara Bash. Want a great way to promote your business and support your local teams? Then become a sponsor of the Garden State Athletic Network. We have network and game sponsorship opportunities available for the fall 2025 season. Let us help you promote your business or organization throughout New Jersey, all at an affordable cost. To learn more, scan the QR code on your screen or get in touch by emailing sponsorships at gardenstateathleticnetwork.com or calling 973-738-3881. Let Garden State Athletic Network make your business the star of the show. International Tool and Manufacturing of Fairfield is a proud supporter of West Milford and Passaic County field hockey. International Tool and Manufacturing provides turning, milling, grinding, CNC, and EDM services. We have been meeting the needs of many industries for over 25 years. Learn more or get in touch by calling 973-227-6767 or visit our website at international-inc.com. And there you see the Highlanders, after cheering toward the Cardinal goal, now running back to their sideline. Your Passaic County field hockey champions are the West Milford Highlanders, who are able to grab all the momentum in the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter and stretch that into the first 3.5 minutes of overtime and take the win. But this was an amazing performance by both teams. Very stout defensively for both teams all the way up until that fourth quarter. And for most of that fourth quarter, very stout defense. But the aggressive Highlander offense in the overtime period here is what allowed them to become champions. And now, as the Highlanders celebrate with their families, that's going to be it here. I was your announcer, Alex Hare, on the Garden State Athletic Network.